Good morning, family and friends. Changed it up on you a little bit. Welcome back to another daily scuttlebutt with Ivy's Family Factotum. And you see, we're back here at the property. Well, I'm sitting outside the gate. Oh, I might be able to get you guys to look. But, yeah, culvert. Still got to get that fixed. It is what it is. But today, so I just got done dropping the kiddo off at school, and then we have to go back to her school today around 10 because they have, it's the, what's it called? It's like the career conference, something. So basically, she goes to high school next year. Man, I got one graduating from high school, one going into high school, and then one still in elementary. Whew, sometimes it makes you feel old. But the Anixa is going to be going into high school next year, so they already have class. So basically, they had to sign up for. It's kind of like the electives, or the different classes that they can choose that are still a mandatory class that has to be taken, but they can choose between something, right? So they do get an option, kind of based off of the career path that they're wanting to take. And by the time that you're getting into high school, I mean you should already know basically what you're wanting to do in life. And she wants to do music. Music is her passion. She is in band. She will be doing choir, but not just being in the music industry. She actually wants to be a music teacher. So not only does she need to know music, but she also has to get her degree in education. So the classes that she's wanting to take is going to take her towards that path. And we have to go over there and basically like approve it type thing. But it gets a chance, to kind of see, what the kids are thinking, gives the parents the option to talk with the teachers and just kind of look stuff over. And yeah, so since we have to do that this morning, we're not going to get any work done at the property until after the fact. Story of my life. There's always something going on. Hence the reason why I really want to be living on the property. That way I don't have to worry about driving anywhere. I don't have to worry about nothing. I can just get up, go to work. Because currently right now, right, I constantly am taking a kiddo to school and then I pick her up at the end of the day. So that also takes out of the time of being able to work, because now I got to stop doing what I'm doing, go get her, type stuff. And once we're living here, she'll be able to ride the bus. And that'll be a big weight lifted off of my shoulders. That way I can continue to work, which normally once, the kids are done with school, well, I can't say the little one because she's been doing really good. And by the time, like, she'll be done with her school stuff sometimes at like 9 o'clock in the morning. So we've said that once the kids were done with school, right, that work stops, but I'm not stopping working at 9 o'clock in the morning. It's not going to happen. And it's bad enough that, Anissa gets home around 3:30. So I don't like really stopping that early either. For me, I do like the 9 to 5, because my day doesn't really get started until 9 o'clock. And then I like to go until at least 5. Sometimes, sometimes I go later. Sometimes I'll work until dinner time. But It just depends on what we're working on. Depends on what we're doing. So, like I said, we're not out here trying to kill ourselves. We're not just out here, working nonstop. For one, it's impossible to do that because of the rain. And I actually went and bought some rain slickers yesterday. I went to the store and I looked it up, and the largest set they had there was a 2XL. Well, I normally wear a 2XL. Some things I'm in an extra large because I am losing weight. So I look at the numbers, right? Because it has like the sizing chart. I'm like, okay, yep. Everything here is, about where I'm at. I get that thing home. Is the pants look like they're painted on me. I'm like, what the heck? So according to their size chart for the rain slickers was a 4XL. Insane. Because every single bit of clothing that I have is either a 2X or an XL. But if I want to get rain stuff, it has to be a 4XL. At least from that company, from that product, right? And they don't carry it in store. The largest that they carried in store was a 2XL. So, and the same thing whenever I went to the other stores, the largest they carried in stock was XL. Because, believe it or not, a lot of people in this area are really not that big. I mean, you got, a few people that are big, but a lot of people are actually really skinny. So, yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to go online and look for some rain gear because I got a 50. So comfortably, right? My chest is a 50-inch chest to be comfortable, because that still gives me a little bit of wiggle room. I would probably even go to like a 51-inch chest just to have more movability. And then for the waist, right? For a loose waist was 49. I can even go 49 and a half, right? And that's actual measurement, 49 and a half inches, to be comfortable. But yeah, crazy. They should have fit. They didn't. That's Kay. They fit Gladys. They fit her just good. Well, the jacket part actually fits me, but it was still like, depending on what type of work I'd be doing, like the armpit areas would have been snug. But for her, she puts it on, and the arms go like 6 inches past her hands. So gonna have to roll those up. It's crazy. So yeah, it is what it is. I really wanted to be able to get some rain gear so I can come out here and work in the rain. Obviously, we're in the rainy season. It's evident, and if I want to get work done, and I don't want to get soaking wet, I need to get some rain gear. So we'll continue to look at that. We were also having an issue with some of the parts for Gladys's Jeep. It wasn't necessarily a part that I needed. It was an additional part that I wanted to put on the Jeep to kind of help, because it's the axle seals. So for like the front axle, the axle seals are actually internal to the pumpkin, right, of where all the gearing and stuff is. They actually go into the inside, and they press into the inside. Then the axles go through there, and it seals it off. Well, the exterior part of the axle tube, it doesn't have covers. Well, it has like a little plastic dust cover that kind of goes in there, but they don't stay in place. So I was actually getting an aftermarket cover that fits in there, and it actually is a snug fit because it uses O-rings and such, and it forms in there, and then you fill it with grease. So it has a Zerk fitting, so you fill it with grease, and then that allows it to lock in, but it's also sized the same as your axle, so the axle is actually sitting there and it doesn't allow it to move as much. And it prevents, water from going into your axles, which is fine, because even if the water goes into the axle, it's not getting into the hub of where your gears are because of those internal axle seals, as long as they're working, right? Well, if you can keep water and debris and dirt and all that stuff out of the axles altogether by protecting it on the outside, then you should be able to have the life of the seal on the inside last even longer. And that's what I was trying to do, but the company that I ordered, so I ordered everything together on Amazon, but the company that they were coming from Amazon, they changed the order twice, of delivery date twice, because it's obviously not available. And I was like, okay, well, I'm just going to cancel it. And I need to get the Jeep fixed, because for one, it's just sitting in front of my buddy's shop. He needs to be able to use that for his stuff. And two, I don't want to be driving a mom's truck all the time, because it's not what we got it here for. It was here strictly to pull trailers, and that's it. Not as a daily driving vehicle. So, I mean, obviously right now I'm in my Toyota, but yeah. So I need to start looking at working on a Jeep. And of course, I'd like to be able to do that like on a weekend type thing, but more rain this weekend. So today is supposed to be nice, and then we're supposed to have more rain tomorrow and Sunday. Love it. Just love it. But, all right. Well, I guess I'm going to start heading towards the house. Also got to let you guys know that spring break is coming up, right? Some people already on spring break. Some people have spring break next week. We don't have spring break for another 2 weeks. So the 21st, is that right? So yeah, not next week, but the following week is our spring break. So, and we're going to go visit Mama. So we're going to head up north, up to Missouri, and go spend some time up there. And who knows, maybe we might get a chance to go around and do some op shops. We'll see. Depends on how long we stay up there. So if you don't know what that is, that's antique stores. But my mom, living in New Zealand and a bunch of those other states and stuff, or other countries and stuff like that, they always called it an op shop. So, but all right, y'all. We definitely appreciate you guys for following the journey. I need to head to the house so we can all get ready to go back to the school whenever it's time. And yeah, I also got some stuff that I need to take care of. Bills wise, and then yeah, that's it. So once I get the links down in the description, I'd greatly appreciate it if you guys come back and check those out. If they're already there whenever you're checking out the video, then head on down and check it out. It's greatly appreciated. Kind of helps us out. If you're not subscribed to the channel and you've made it this far, then we would definitely appreciate you if you would subscribe. Help us grow. Share us out to your friends and your family. That also helps us grow. And yeah, you can give us that thumbs up if you like what we're doing, following the journey. And that's all I got, y'all. So make sure you're thanking a veteran at every chance you get, not only on Veterans Day. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye, y'all. Have a great weekend.